Hey, this is the Antisocial Socialite back at it again. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel or you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, smash that notification bell, so when I get to running this MOUF in this BH, yes baby, you are in the loop. This is going to be a short one. As you see the title, Black people need to stop looking to celebrities. I get so sick and tired when I'm looking at these comments and looking at these videos and live streams and panels. People looking to celebrities for help, for guidance, for inspiration. It's a lost cause. Okay, I remember years ago Rihanna was asked about being a role model, and she basically said, it's not my job to be a role model. Like, I get paid to prance around, to sing some songs, to promote certain fashion. I mean, she didn't elaborate, but that's what basically she's saying, that she didn't sign up to be a role model. And back then when she said it, I thought to myself, you're so out of order. Like, you know, people look up to you, you know, people follow you as a trendsetter or somebody who they aspire to be like, and, you know, they find inspirational. But, you know, she's actually absolutely right. Celebrities get paid to sell agendas, they get paid to sell merchandise, they get paid to perform and entertain. That's all they're there to do. So anything else that we choose to put on them, that's on us, it's not on them. The Black community has a huge bad habit of looking to celebrities to come and save the entire group of the quote-unquote community. When the reality is this, it's not on the handful of people who make it out of the community. It's not on their responsibility or their shoulder to go back and now help everybody else. The Kobe Bryant situation is a prime example of this. A lot of Black women in particular are trying to throw Kobe under the bus because he has a non-Black wife, talking about money leaving the Black community. But how much money is leaving the community when Serena Williams marries out? What about all these other high-profile Black women who have white husbands? Why don't Black women talk about how much, money is leaving the community as a result of those women having children for white men? I mean, that doesn't really affect me, because although I'm not in favor of interracial dating and marriage per se, I understand that if you culturally get on better with a non-Black person as a Black person, you have to do you and you have to find happiness wherever you can. But this idea that celebrities should go back and build schools and build this and build that, I know to an extent there's a scripture even that says to whom much is given, much is required. But at the same time, this welfare mentality where Black people always want a handout, it wouldn't be so bad if Black people were grateful. But the problem is, when something is come by easy, it goes easy. When you're getting help and support for free, when you're given handouts, people just don't appreciate it. And this is what a lot of people don't understand about a lot of the projects that have been started in the past. People just don't support them. We already know there's an issue with how much Black people do not support Black businesses. I mean, and I said in the past, I personally don't agree with, I've said in the past, some people are emotional about their products. They're emotional about the things that they produce. They're like, well, I'm Black, so you should just buy it. And I'll be honest with you, if I don't need something, I'm not always going to buy it just because the person is Black. Now, I remember one time a guy was selling insurance. I didn't need the insurance. Well, I mean, everyone needs insurance, but at the time I wasn't thinking about it. I couldn't even afford it. But he said to me, please just sign up because, I'm working on commission and I need the numbers. I signed up because he was Black. There's lots of times when I've given a little bit of money, or I've signed up to things, or I've just purchased something, or I see a Black person busking or something. I specifically try to support them just because they're Black. But I appreciate that not everybody's in a position to do that, and you have to pick your battles. The thing about it is this: Black women find a lot of money for things that do not enrich the Black community. This is why brothers get so enraged when Black women talk about, Kobe made all the money go out of the Black community. Because to be honest with you, even if they had that money, and they do have the money, because they find the money for weaves and wigs that are to the value of hundreds of pounds, they have hundreds of pounds to spend on makeup, jewelry. I mean, look, I'm not in anybody's pocket. Your money's not burning a hole in my pocket. I do not care what you personally spend your money on, but it's just hypocritical of black women to say, oh, the black man's wealth is leaving the community, when in a lot of instances these brothers wanted black women, or they have black wives or ex-wives, baby mamas, children, and the money's going to those individuals first and foremostly. Not only is the money going to black people, even with their white wife, they're supporting projects in the black community. But there's only so much a black person can do, regardless of who their spouse is, if they find that every effort they make is not appreciated. So obviously the number of people successful and coming through is going to be low, and then the number who will turn back to assist the community is even smaller, because many of them do not want to help the communities that rejected them and pushed them out in the first place, and I can't blame them for that. But what really irritates me is how much people are looking to celebrities as though these people owe them something. It wouldn't be so bad if black people were the kind of people who were grateful when people came back to the community and built stuff. But are we the kind of people that actually take care of things? Like, I've seen some of these game shows. You know, a lot of these game shows, they have some celebrity editions. Nowadays, it seems like most of these shows just have celebrities always looking for money for charities. But some of these celebrities will go on and they'll be like, I'm not going to help a big name charity. I want to help something small in my local area. We have to be doing stuff that other people can jump on board. There's nothing wrong with us appealing to a celebrity and saying, can you come and support because you're a local person, you used to be in this area, you used to be in this school or whatever. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But just looking to celebrities all the time like they're role models, like they're for the people. They're not for the people, they're for themselves. They are and there's nothing wrong with that. They are the ones that put the hard work in to be in the position that they're in. So I have no problem with them enjoying their money, because they earn the right to do whatever they want with the money. Again, Kobe Bryant is a hot topic right now, so let's just use him. I didn't shoot any baskets for Kobe. I didn't go and practice with him for hours at a time. All these celebrities, athletes, doctors, high-paid professionals, even average professionals, I didn't make them the person that they are. So what they do with their money is obviously their right. Therefore, I don't have the right to look to them to expect them to pay for things for me. If I have a child, that child is my responsibility. If the next person has a child, that child is their responsibility. So to always be saying, what about the children? We need welfare, we need support. In countries where that safety net is not there, where there's no system to abuse, people are more careful how they operate, because they understand anything I do, I've got to find the money to be able to fund it. And if I can't fund it, I've got to either, turn to prostitution, I've got to do some crime, I've got to go without. They understand when you get into certain situations, there's no safety net. But because we as black people, we have this welfare mindset, we have this handout mindset, it's, oh, people owe us, and then the guilt tripping starts, oh, well, the black race is going to die out, and our legacy. You see, black women only really talk about legacy as soon as they see a black man with a white woman. You never hear this conversation coming up when you see the multitude of black women, and I'm shocked to know how many of the black women that we celebrate had white or non-black husbands. It's crazy. But you never hear black women criticizing these women. It's only when a black man has a non-black wife, all of a sudden legacy and money going back into the community becomes a talking point. It's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. But okay, you want to say these guys have made it, they're black, they should come back and help the community. It sounds like a nice idea, but we're not even going to do anything with the opportunities if they give it to us. You know, down to the basics, we do not take care of the things we have. This is why these guys do not bother to come back and give more. Celebrities are not there to help people. I can't stand most celebrities because to me most celebrities are paid to mislead people. The things that they promote are things that ultimately are going to destroy the masses. For example, you're a rapper, you sing about drugs and crime. You have probably never done half the stuff that you sing about or rap about, so you're just a hypocrite, you're just an actor. But on top of it, even if you do crime, you can afford the lawyer who's going to help you to get off, bury the evidence, get rid of the witnesses, buy off the judge. The average fool who follows you cannot do those things. Now, you were a fool for following that person into the wrong thing, but they are the ones promoting it to the masses as though it's a good thing to do. Okay? You and them, me and them is not the same thing. You see, they can afford the high-profile entertainment lawyers. They can afford the multitude of out-of-court settlements. Okay. So, obviously, you know, they can say or do anything in their entertainment, quote-unquote, because they can afford to pay people off and buy themselves out of trouble. They're selling a dream, they're selling a lifestyle, and when we foolishly buy into it, we end up shipwrecking ourselves, and the only person making money is the person selling us the rubbish, which is the celebrities. This is why I don't respect them. This is why I don't have time for them. This is why I don't follow them, because they're fake. They're all actors. They're paid to play a role, and that role is to sell you ideas, sell you things like merchandise, fashion, trends, and then we just keep the consumer machine, if you like, going by following these stupid people. I mean, Pharrell's hat does not look good, but everywhere I look I see people wearing this thing that to me just looks like a giant potato with a rim. Okay? You have people wearing glasses with the lines cut in it because they saw Kanye West wearing it. I mean, some of these fashions are just stupid and pointless, but because we see a celebrity doing it, we just follow blindly. And they know that black people are the biggest consumers of TV and entertainment. So it's very easy to program us because we are the ones absorbing most of this kind of propaganda, which is what it is. And the pro-blacks, they love to talk about this person is a coon, this person is a sellout. These people were sold out first because when they were in the community did not respect them, the community did not regard them, the community did not support them. The community ostracized them. That's why they went to find love and happiness somewhere else. And as I said in previous videos, the same set of people who were complaining and ostracizing these individuals are now the ones asking for help and support. It does not work like this. So that's all I want to say. You know, black people, they need to stop looking to celebrities. To me, celebrities are not good people, and I don't really care about oftentimes your philanthropy either, because a lot of the times it's a smokescreen. These people are only doing charitable works to cover up some other dodgy thing that they're doing. It's not the responsibility of the rich and famous to support the masses. It's better that we have a culture full of reasonably successful people rather than a handful of success stories that are being relied upon by the entirety of the community. That's all I have for this one. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.